brothers and sisters, generals, family. We are alive and breathing. As I always say, we are back to conquer another day, back to do things better and always looking to improve. And I give that honor to thy ancestors, brother or sister, that fought hard to get many of us in that great divine space that a lot of us are in. We have learned, like I like to say, we extract the needed tools of the past, but we don't lag. But, we have to learn from the past. We can't be sneaky and do little things, just, come with our feelings and say what we feel. And, don't disguise it or play games, because it'll get you nowhere. And it just keep us running in a vicious cycle if we're not trying to be true. Because one that has studied positivity, and that's brother or sister, for a long time, we do not, and I repeat, do not tolerate negativity in any way, because nothing can get done with negativity. And many of us know, but if you live long enough, as my grandmother used to say, may she rest in peace and in power, as well as my granddad and others in my family that may have transitioned. May they rest in peace and in power. And some I haven't said in a while. And this is another edition of EBX discussion. Before I go on what I was ready to say, I like to have my thought intros, as I call them, and speak on the little things before I get to the title. And something I haven't said in a while, I like to place that gold over our families and everything we touch, that we prosper and everything we touch turn to gold. And those we held dear in our families that may have transitioned, may they rest in peace and in power. And that's those who's listening, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, that's for you too. But as we say, the body may lay to rest, but the spirit lives on. So we got to keep that power here. They're not gone. It's right here in our spirit. So it's my family and yours. And I wanted to speak on benefits of being positive on the job. Now, it's not always easy, but when we do it, when we practice it, and it takes time, endurance, some things we say, some things we don't say. You have to be a good observer, brother or sister, doesn't matter what shift we work, being positive the best way we can, because being positive is also being a realist. It's not just this thing where we're floating on a cloud. No, because one thing we all have learned, those who are true to themselves, reach your teacher that's out here, salute. And I gotta say it, we leaders and teachers. We ain't no damn followers with a student spirit. So the lights of the world, we know that positivity is not floating on some damn cloud. We have to be a realist. But, observe and still have that power of positivity no matter what, even when person, place, or thing don't understand it right away, but we persevere and we push through. And I spoke on this before. I wanted to do this sooner. I was going to speak on being positive on the job, and I've been practicing it on my job. And on my banner here, this is my workplace, and I've done banners with my workplace before where I talked about things, and I put it in the end screen. The last one I spoke on, I don't remember what it was, but it was another podcast about my job, and I had my workplace on my banner. So I put it in the end screen. I don't remember what the title of it was right now, because it's been a while since I've done it. I'm trying to think of it as I'm speaking, but it doesn't come to mind. But I'll put it in the end screen. And, being the benefits of being positive on the job. And I'll give a little example, some I experienced. As I said on a podcast I did a few days ago, we have a board at the job where, just a marking board where it has erasable markers and you can write stuff and then erase it off. So I started putting little positive sayings on the board, and sometimes I had people's names on there. And the last thing I put on there is, and this is an analogy that many of us have maybe used or heard, but I think it's a good analogy. And I spoke on this with my son in a father and son discussion, keep it simple, with Lord Lamont, salute to my son, Lord Lamont. And, when I spoke on there about a clock can't run right if all the gears are not meshing or working together. And at the bottom, I put, you dig, just try to be a little funny, breaks the ice when we can have a little sense of humor sometimes and not be so stern and stiff. And, we always going to be deep, but, learn to, come up from the deep, from the depths of the waters of our thoughts and come up and get a little air, have a little fun, so to speak. So, and I put that on there, and I haven't seen the results of anybody yet because everybody hasn't read it. So when I go back to work, I'll see the results of me putting that, because I had some pretty good results of what I wrote on there before. I put on there before, thank to what all you do. And I put that as a title, and I put everybody's, well, the ones that work and deserve to be acknowledged for doing a good job. Or, I'm not a boss or a manager, but it's good to show appreciation. So that's what I try to do on the job. It's not easy all the time now because we're dealing with the public, and, we be tired and, hungry sometimes, like, just different things that our human body goes through, but we still persevere and try to be as positive as we possibly can. Again, it's not floating on some damn cloud. Some people don't understand that sometimes, or overstand or understand, that positivity is a means for creating a better life, even when it's not easy. So just always got to keep that in mind. It's not a soft thing. It's about being a realist, and not giving in to toxic person, place, or thing, even when we have little human errors here and there. But when we practice oneself, there'll be less human errors. So me doing this did kind of have a positive ripple effect. So now others, are writing positive things on the board, and eventually when we stay at it, because when you really have a true positive energy within you and it's real, that vibe will come out, because positivity can also be contagious. Just like toxicity, positivity, positive energy can be contagious too. But we got to stay at it. We got to be persistent with it and be real. Got to be a realist too, because it's not about letting person, place, or thing walk all over us either. Because, as many others as myself, we will not tolerate negativity, especially from a grown adult. If they know better, can't sift through or work through problems, in anger and wrong emotions. We have to observe, figure things out. Can't figure nothing out within anger. And I said that recently to my stepson about his mom and I. You can't work through nothing with drama, arguing, manipulation, saying things to spark an emotion out the other. We got to stop that shit. And I don't want to get off subject. I'm talking more on jobs, but this is just in life in general. Friendships, relationships, because those with a heightened self-awareness, we can feel things in people. We just have that gift, but that comes from studying oneself. That's the only way you're going to be able to observe others, person, place, or thing. But talking about person right now, so if we feel a hinkling of negativity, you're going to get shut off, because those who are positive and have been practicing it for a long, long time, I mean, a long time, our senses get heightened, and it's just certain things, especially when you become a wise and adult and you have been through a lot of, maybe drama or things in our lives. So our discernment gets sharper. We get better. We master it. So we cultivate our positivity, and we let nothing break that. We'll help others the best way we can. But if we sense manipulation, saying things to get a reaction just because of your feelings, and you're not studying oneself, you're going to get blocked off. We're going to shut down, because I myself, I have the right to defend oneself just like anyone else. Every righteous brother or sister has the right to defend themselves. I spoke on that before, and that's really, that I know this, but a lot of us teachers say that. Salute to the real like-minded teachers. But I don't want to get too off subject, get offhand, and because I came on here to speak on about being positive on the job. But all those things, because whatever you got going on outside of the job can also play a part in how our work ethic is and how we perform on the job. So that's the real reason why we have to stay balanced in this life. Because if you have a job, you're working every day, we have to try our best to keep our personal lives in balance so we can remain positive. Because I'll say again, it's not always easy, but it's always best, and it does get good results. You just have to stay at it and keep chipping away. So I gotta say, thank those that's been riding along with the brother. Remember, we are not followers. And my leaders and teachers, my generals, we're going to have another meditative moment. I love summaries. I love reading. I'm trying to I don't read enough, but I'm trying to get better at it. That's why I like doing these little summaries and, just kind of break down being positive and how it can benefit you on the job if you stay with it, observe, study, and don't get drawn into other people's inner feelings. Figure them out. If there's something wrong with them, be as positive as you can. And if you can't, you distance yourself, so you can't, like I said, can't work out thing, or as I heard a brother say, can't reason if we're caught up in anger and our own little emotions. We're going to get them, because we're human, but it's all about studying them. And we have to think about the other person that's listening. I'm talking about if we really talking to somebody that, because sometimes people are just not aware of their feelings and their emotions. We can't let our feelings rule us. We'll get nowhere. So I want to read this little summary and let's go. Benefits of positivity in the workplace. Improve performance. A positive outlook while at work can increase your motivation, creativity, and productivity. If you are in a positive mental state, this is not just on the job. This is a way of life. In situations, like I said, family, significant other, children, anything, always stay in a positive mental state so we can be able to be aware of things and work through challenges and come up with solutions. All right, I'm going to finish that summary. If you are in a positive mental state with a can-do attitude, you are more likely to take risks, produce innovative ideas, and tackle challenges, as I said a minute ago. And because like I said, we're not balanced in our personal lives, whether we with someone or we're by ourselves, anything, just in general, because we all live different roads, different lives, and going through different things. But if we let that affect our job, why we have to work a job. Again, I know about the job and the system and how a job can have you. Trust me, I agree with all of that, that I hear teachers talk about. Trust me, I agree with it. But, I'm just saying why we have a job in this system, things to do to help us maintain, and cope with things that we have to deal with on the job. Being positive is the main thing that we can do that'll keep us focused. I don't care through the storm. Because again, like I said a few minutes ago, it's not always a soft thing. It's about being a realist, but being positive through it all. Again, can't be positive through anger. Can't work things out through anger, jumping off impulses because we feel a certain way. And just because that's another reason why we have to study our feelings. And we have to watch how we project if we got little insecurity things that, like I said, sometimes we're just not aware of it, brother or sister. But that's why you hear so many of us say, study oneself. And then you can be aware of certain feelings. Because as I say, folks, I know I sound like a broken record and I say this a lot. But man, so many of us melanated brothers and sisters have been under a certain kind of conditioning and thinking a certain way. And I know this because I used to be like that. One was like that. So I know what it's like. And it's very hard to come up out of a way you have been thinking for so long. And I know many can probably relate to this. But once we can finally get ourselves to where we can be positive and nothing can waver us, I'm telling you, it's a sense of freedom in that. But those that can't, we can teach them, but we can't, help others if we're torn down and we letting stuff bother us. So, like I said, we're the mediator in a situation. We have to be strong, have to be positive. But it doesn't mean like those who are kind-hearted. It doesn't mean that we're soft. No, we just know what to burn our energy on. So if you don't want to learn yourself, and this brother or sister, and you just, you like chaos and you like drama and manipulation, I feel sorry for you because you're going to be a hamster on the wheel. I got off that wheel a long time ago. And I refuse, as many of us brothers and sisters, I refuse to let any toxic person, place, or thing bring me down. Because as many of us, family members, brothers and sisters, we have been through too damn much to let toxic individuals or things of the world, anything that doesn't have positive energy, bring us down. Refuse, we can be generals out here and keep on putting that light in the world. Be a light in a dark place. And I mean righteous light. Because, I know you got to be careful of that word light, because evil can also present itself as light. So we got to be careful of that. And you know what? I've learned that from a sister on another platform. Like I say, I too listen, because Why do I listen? So I can make sure one is intelligent so I can help others, and we all help each other sift through our challenges, especially on the job. So many that have jobs, don't care where you work at, let nothing waver your positivity. Be positive, even when somebody being mean, as long as it's not too far and they're not insulting you or nothing. But if a person being mean, be positive anyway. Let them drown in their own pity. If they're like seriously negative and not trying to be positive and trying to manipulate, you just gonna hurt your own self. Because a person that's true to themselves, brother or sister, family member, it's gonna be like bouncing off a wall. You're gonna be able to do nothing to them. Because those that have that real light, that divine spirit deep within, we will be a mirror to you. So it don't matter what you say or do to us, as long as you don't touch us physically or try to do anything too bad, you are going to get deflected. You are going to get ignored, because that's one I will protect. And I'm sure as many of us like this will never let nothing take away what we have been fighting for and developed and worked on ourselves all these decades and years, and just to get to an individual that try to tear it down. No, everybody has a choice, especially if you healthy, mind, body, and soul. If you're healthy, everybody has a choice to do right, and that's something I've learned. Everything don't always go our way. We have to expect the unexpected sometimes and learn the art of anticipation, especially with ourselves. So being positive on a job can help. It's like I say, it's not always easy, but it gets results. And I have experienced results, and I'm gonna continue it. Like I say, it's not easy being on a job. To me, I'm a short order cook. So you have your good days and you have your challenging days, because you never know how a customer is when they come in. Some people already come in angry, and and one thing I don't do is I don't rush, and I don't let things stress me out. That's why you don't hear me say that word. I refuse to be stressed. And the moment I feel it like welling up inside me, I'm going to stop or deflect anything that's sparking it or making, because I don't like stress. Stress is a killer. Stress can kill you. Real talk. Stress can kill you. It can either do it slowly or it can do it rapidly. It just depends on how you are. If you easily stressed, I don't care what's going on. If it's something we can't control or change, why complain about it or get stressed out about it? Real talk. And that's for me too. So again, go back to what I said. Sometimes it's not easy on the job, because you're different especially if you're dealing with the public, the job, excuse me, I kind of fumble. But when you're dealing with the public, and that could be the customers or employees, because, that's why we have to become good observers. And that's brother, sister, young or old, and be careful, and because like I said, while we're in this system, while we have this job, we protect it for our own interest, not a selfish interest, just because we never know what's coming down the road. But that great divine always knows. I always say that because I like that how it rhymes. But yeah, we stay with it, persevere, and it gets it brings out a light in others when they see you be positive. Like, it's a brother I work with named Logan. He's a really hard worker. It's another Mexican. I call my Mexican brother I work with. Good hard worker, and it's another sister that works on third shift. These are third shift workers I'm talking about. And her name is Jasmine. And I know how challenging third shift can be. So, I didn't put her name on the board, but I put Logan's name, and another sister I work with named Sister Bev. She's an older lady. I call her Sister Bev. I wrote her name on the board, and it's another older lady that works named Linda. And, work hard. I just put their names on the board. And when Logan seen his name and James, Linda seen her name. But when they see their names on that board, it just lit up, because it feels good to get appreciation, So sometimes we got to be the one to give appreciation, not because we have to, because we can, because positivity, I fumble that word. Forgive me. I can't say that word right, but positivity, man, is free. It's all day long. Costs you nothing, but negativity can cost you. I used to say positive energy is free, but negativity can cost you. Excuse me. I kind of fumbled that, but yeah, again, positivity is free. Positive energy is free, but negativity can cost you all day, and it could be small or big. So that's why we be positive, not trying to be. It's like a way of life, it's not always easy, but it is the best. So I wanted to read this summary. one more time, for those who have jobs and, but you have to pay attention to yourself. You have to study your emotions. Like I said, you have to turn that focus inward and, really pay it. And that's the only way you will be able to discern others. We have to know oneself. I know we hear that a lot, but that's the only way to be a mirror to others. All right. Benefits of positivity in the workplace. Forgive me for fumbling that word. I don't know why I fumbled that word. Improved performance. A positive outlook while at work can increase your motivation, creativity, and productivity. And don't forget a little sense of humor. Throw that in there. Have a little sense of humor. Crack a joke every now. I do that sometimes. It breaks the ice, because people will be going through stuff sometimes, and you be surprised. You crack a joke and make their day. I've done that on many occasions. Okay. A positive outlook while at work can increase your motivation, creativity. That's where sense of humor come in, the creativity and productivity, because, when you like what you do, you're good at it. You'll produce good work. So I like cooking. So I produce good cooking and I get praised about it all the time, So, and others too on the job are good cooks and good servers and, so not leaving them out. If you are in a positive mental state, with a can-do attitude, you are more likely to take risk, produce innovative ideas and tackle challenges. Even when it's not easy, you'll come up with a way. When we study oneself, study that divine power that all my melanated brothers and sisters have deep within, and you'll always get positive results. So that was just some little tips and little things I wanted to say, and little suggestions and advice. As I say, I suggest, teach, and give advice. Be as positive as we can on the job. The benefits of being positive on the job by any means necessary. Let nothing stop that positivity that you have developed, because I'm telling you, you have to stay at it though. It's different strokes for different folks, but it's wonderful when we can, and not be so stern and be like a damn robot. We are human beings, brothers and sisters. And when we finally are true to oneself, we will see the benefits of being positive on the job. So thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. I will keep being encouraging no matter what. I will never get caught up in this so-called matrix. So those who've been listening, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, brother or sister, general, family, may that great divine bring blessings in one life and nothing but prosperity. And again, folks, know the benefits of being positive on the job. All right. Salute.